I've been asked how easy is it to rotate objects in Caddie, so aligning them to others. Well, I've got a couple of examples here using a road as the test piece. And if I just turn off the hatch here, you'll see that in the upper example, we don't have any lines there, whereas in the lower example, you'll see that we have on the matching threes, that we have a line drawn there. So we can put back the hatching, because we can take that as well. I've grouped the objects together, which is to say that I've just made them into a pattern in Caddie. So there they are grouped. Same thing with this one. So double click will select them. I could, of course, just drag my rectangle around. But let's take a look at how we can actually achieve this. So we're going to use the context menu. We're going to take point 1, match it to point 1, and then we're going to rotate it point 2 to point 2. So if we select our objects there, if we right click, we'll see that we've got move, copy, and rotate. What I can do is I can go to move, I can press the control key at the same time. It asks me for the origin, so we'll just zoom in on here. And I'll choose my auto snap to locate point 1 onto point 1, and then it asks point for the rotation handle. Well, that is the rotation point, so I'm going to swing it around there. So that point there, we can simply move to there. Then with our second turning head, we'll recollect that we have the line, so line there that we can align with our line there. So we'll turn the hatch back on once again. We'll double click our pattern or group to select it, and then we'll right click and say we're going to move that. It asks us where we're going to choose as our origin, so on the command line here. So we'll choose our snap mode, which will allow us to pick corner, and then we'll just say we're going to rotate this at the same time. So it says, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to align it, so we don't need to know the angle. So we'll just zoom in on here. So we'll rotate that line to that line, and then we'll see that we have our rotation perfectly executed, and we can just drop it onto the end of the road. So that's how easy rotating can be. There are other ways to do it within Caddie as well, one of which is to bring in pre-drawn content from the symbol library that Caddie provides. So we'll just call up the insert symbol command. We'll see that we have the shortcut items down on the left-hand side. We have wealth of symbols already in our menu here. So these are downloadable from the Caddie website. And we can bring these in as symbols, reference symbols, or blocks. We can choose a 2D representation, 3D representations, and we can reference the original angle at which they were drawn, or align them and choose whether we want the active layer or the original layer for the content to be put into our drawing. So I'm just going to choose our block here, and it's asked me for the reference line on the correct side. So we'll just zoom in onto an area of our drawing, just so we can see a little bit more accurately, and then we just point on the side so that it's direction dependent, so whether it's the left or right. So we'll go the same again, and we'll choose the same symbol, and we'll just choose symbol, and we can carry on placing it. So that it is as simple as that to bring in and rotate content within Caddie. but there's just a couple. Hopefully those are of use.